Trevino.
Trevino. Well, talking about being where you can hit it all the way on the side of you, I've never seen anybody hit it more on the side of them. And it's amazing how, from so far away from the ball, relative to most good players, how far he hit it on the side of him. And I can only say that part of that was because he tended to aim to the left, and then he would walk ahead of the ball. And he'd started out left, and it's almost like he's walking it from left into the fairway, and then he'd strike it all the way on the right side of him, and what appeared to be almost like a push shot. Okay, but he would have hit the ball on the side of him regardless. It just meant that he was hitting a push shot because he had the ball back in his stance and it was a long way from him. So the key to that is that he started walking, and he really just kept walking. So he's on his right and his left and his right, and then he's on his right and his left and his right, and then he's on his right and his left, and then his right ultimately to finish. So he had this rhythm of motion, and he used to talk a lot as he's walking in. So he just had this flow to his whole game, which I loved. And the other thing to note is I did watch him hit the ball in person when he was a senior golfer. He came to Australia for one event. Now, he was never one that had a huge velocity in his swing, a lot of speed, but he smashed the ball. And he smashed it because he hit it all the way on his right.
And that's amazing that, you know, the self-taught players, the untouched players,
right,
work that out. And there's an intuitive feeling, you know, it's like everything that he's doing is moving in that direction.
Yeah.
You know, he's never thinking about moving in this direction.
No, he's never trying to bring
the
always
club over that
there.
side.
Yeah.
You know, he'd never. That's his thing. That, you know, that's probably like the biggest thing that he played the game with, right? That he would never give up.
Yeah, I mean, I even saw him give Natalie Golvis a bunker lesson on the Golf Channel once. She wasn't in a bunker. He just said, aim left and get it back in your stance and just leave it over there. I mean, he just saw the whole game that way. But by hitting it all the way on the trail side of you, you really have the best chance to put the most sure amount of energy on it, because you're hitting it in a consistent place relative to you all the time. So that club's going to have a certain amount of energy, and also you might get more velocity by throwing the club to the left of you in this fashion. It might be going faster when it hits the ball, but it's a little bit more random as to how much pressure it might have on it. You know, Trevino always really pressured the ball, and that gave him great distance control, and he had great accuracy.